We were looking to sell, and young gentleman over here came and knocked on my door one day.
Yes.
When I was looking to sell, I said, "Are you interested?" I said, "Well, for the first time in 5 years of someone knocking on my door asking if I want to sell, yes, I am this time. So please, let's have a chat."
Yep.
And yeah, it just worked out. So we arranged a time. Liam came over and sat us down, and I think you guys know better than I would that you've got to sort of adjust your approach sometimes to the person you're serving and
Yes.
to the house. And I think Liam picked up on what we're expecting in the first 30 seconds and the approach we wanted. So I think Liam said something like, "Oh, as all you guys do," said complimented the house, and I said, "Yeah, well, thanks."
Flattery won't get you anywhere.
It's appreciated, but it won't get you anywhere. Just, yeah, and it's just 'cause, yeah, I knew my house is just a standard
Yes.
house, and I know it's not that special really, but
Yep.
you guys still make the effort. I'm like, "Oh, it's not going to get you anywhere. I just prefer honesty." So,
Yep.
and that's what I got from Liam the whole time. So it was appreciated.
Definitely would.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good match.
Yeah, Liam came in, invested time. There was no pressure. Like before we agreed to go with you guys, I think Liam probably come in and spent an hour and a half to 2 hours almost with us, going through strategies and everything else, and talking about this fee structure and what we could expect and how we'd structure the sale. And I think, yes, investing that time, it is money on your behalf, and it's basically a loss to you guys because you're not getting anything back at that stage. But the fact that Liam was willing to do that, to come in and spend that time without us having to actually sign anything, really goes a long way to ensuring that you're going to get a client out of it rather than just doing it over the phone.
Yes.
Or having to go to somewhere else to meet them. Yeah.
So obviously I knocked on your door just before we went into COVID, and then you sold when all the restrictions were on.
Yep.
How did the guys actually handle that transition into there, and what advice would you give for anyone else, moving into this second lockdown or whatever's coming on?
Going into maybe potentially a second round of COVID-19 is just being upfront and honest and telling your client or the vendor not necessarily what they want to hear, but what they have to hear.
Yeah.
Because you're going to burn your bridges later on down the track that if you've pandered to their expectations and they're not getting what they want, they're going to get the shits, and then you're going to get bad mouthed later on saying love didn't achieve what I wanted.
Yes.
Yeah. Like I'm willing, and I think a lot of people are willing to pay a little bit more money to make the process simpler and less stressful. Because really the time you invest in having the conversations yourself and going through that stress, I think you get a lot more value by paying someone else to do it for you.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah. I'd certainly recommend you guys based off the experience I'd had with you guys. And I'd definitely recommend, everyone's circumstances are different, but I wouldn't recommend going for a private sale with them. I'd say get a professional, get someone that you feel comfortable with. Yeah, but we're like, you got to feel comfortable letting people into your house.
Yes.
And especially, we did all of our sale through the COVID-19
Yes.
time, which we're still in now, obviously, but at the time there was a lot of restrictions. And we were never worried coming back into the house that, do we have to disinfect this whole house again? The processes were all very clear, everyone was doing it, everyone had their gloves on, so it was reassuring.
That's good.
Yeah.
So, how would you describe love in 3 words?
Oh, Jesus, 3 words.
Really good.
Yeah, really, really good. I'd like to use more than 3 words. Look,
How would you describe it in the process?
look, just trustworthy, satisfying, reliable.
There you go. That was easy.
Yeah.